Hello, hello, Dream Teamer. Shelly, Willis, and Holli Seidel with the Cannon Builder Street Team. It's Wednesday.
What's up? Definitely not the temperature.
Oh my God, it's so cold out there.
It is so cold.
I was able to wear my warm, fuzzy sweater that I've had for a while because it's so cold. Because normally I know that Holli would have me be so hot I couldn't even handle it. But
poor Shelly. Shelly cannot take it. I'm always cold. I am cold all the time. So for Christmas, she got me a sign that says, I'm freaking cold. She got me for my birthday a electric blanket, which by the way, I and my puppies adore because it's on my recliner in the family room. And it is wonderful. And my dogs snuggle up with me on it. So I'm always cold. Like I'm sitting by the heater right now and Shelly's way over here.
Yeah,
so
I'll sit outside if you want some Wednesday.
Shelly would I could sit here in a parka and she would be out here like in a freaking tank top.
I really could. Except for this weekend, our heat went out in our office and it was cold in here. I'm like, okay, I'm a little chilly. Good thing Holli has this ancient space heater.
She was loving me this weekend when she was all warm with my under the desk heater that I have to put on. Poor Shelly picks up her computer and comes out and sits at this island because she can't. We only share an office one day a week. The rest of the week she's by herself or I'm by myself. So I can make it 85 degrees in here and she can keep it 61 degrees in here. Like for real. I wonder if she's selling houses or if she's killing folks. I don't know. She's keeping dead bodies in there. But
listen. Well, we are so sorry we did not get to hop on here last week and maybe even the week before. I don't know. It's been
we're sorry, but not sorry.
Yeah, because we got to start taking lot holds for our Gettysburg Commons community in Wright City, and it was a revolving door last Wednesday. It was exciting, but at the same time, I was like, I'm tired.
We went home and it was the sleepy time, but we literally have been talking about Plat 6 for weeks and months and months, and we've been getting calls and calls and calls. So finally, we have no base pricing there yet. We have no lot premiums yet, but we did get Plat 6 released to us. And just so you know, one of our homeowners to be brought to our attention that one of the aldermen is going before the board for Plat 7, and they were confused thinking Plat 6 had not yet been approved, and it has been approved. So if you've seen that on Facebook kind of circulating, just know that Plat 6 is approved and ready to roll as soon as the streets are in and utilities are complete. But as far as completion, it is ready for lot hold. So that's what we've been doing, and we've missed you guys.
Yeah.
We've missed you.
I know. This is really the first time that we've got to sit down together for a while. But Holli brought up a good point today, and that's what we want to talk about. We want to get you a little education today.
Get your calculators out.
Yeah. Oh, she was so excited to get her calculator out today.
You guys know I'm a numbers nerd. So I was chilling with my puppies this morning, watching the news, and doom and gloom, of course, on the news. I hate the news. I would rather TikTok in the morning, but I need to know what I'm wearing. So it was talking about how they are expecting rate increases this year. Everybody understands that they're coming. We've been at record low rates for forever. But please understand, with a rate increase, we are still at record lows. I mean, they would have to go into the double digits for us not to still be at record low rates. I mean, the rates
being in the twos can't last forever. We can't sustain that way. And so we know it's coming, but
and it's good for the economy that it's coming.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we did some math for you. And actually it's surprisingly wow, this is once you see it on paper, it really does help you understand that it's not so bad.
Right. Current interest rates, you guys, we did talk to one of our lenders, our preferred lenders, Glenn Boland. Hey. And we asked him, hey, what are you seeing with the prevailing interest rates as of today, this morning? He said USDA rates right now are at 3.25. So what I did was I pulled out my handy dandy amortization and put together what $250,000 home would be at 3.25, right?
Yep.
So currently, if we did principal and interest only on a $250,000 mortgage, you're looking at $1,088 a month. So what does a rate hike do for you, right? They don't go up, they don't jump astronomically. They start to trickle. Just so they can kind of massage the economy into what is going to be happening. So typically you'll see rates increase 0.25% at a time. I guess that's a pretty good rule of thumb. So they don't jump much, do they, Shell?
No, you went from at 250,000, you went with principal and interest at 3.25 with a payment of 1,088. You go from 3.25, like Holly said, just up a little bit to that 3.5. You went up 1123. That's $35. $35.
Right.
Right? Am I right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's one entree at Texas Roadhouse.
Heck, that's a trip to Starbucks.
Target.
Yeah. But again, $35. I think we can also just even that little bit, 3.5. You're only going up another $35. And again, we go up just a little bit more to 3.75, still at that $250,000 price. You're at 1158. So then you're going up another $70. I don't think it's like, I mean, off the wall. You know what I mean? Like, I just really am so surprised. And we do this all the time. Wow, that's only $35.
Right.
I mean, come on.
You have to reduce it to the ridiculous, honestly. And here's the thing. If we were where we were when the rates were high, and when I say high, I mean 6-7%, then you'd be taking a $250,000 principal and interest payment, and you would be starting in the $1,500-1,600 category. But because we are still in the threes, when we do make a rate hike, it is going to be, again, a trickle effect. And I mean, jumping a whole point, you're going from $1,088 to $1,230, let's say, at 4.25 from 3.25. So that's $142 difference. So yes, that can be make or break with your debt to income ratios. We understand that. We're not saying that this is not a big deal. Rate hikes are always a big deal because you're spending more money. But when you reduce it to the ridiculous and you see that in real numbers, it's not as substantial and it is not as doom and gloom as you see on the news. Absolutely. On the news, they make it sound like you're going to have 2 commas in your payment, and you're just not.
Yeah, exactly.
So yes, rates will be increasing, but there still has never been a better time to invest in your future than now. Absolutely. Honestly, because real estate begets money. I mean, it is fundamentally proven that once you own real estate, that is going to grow your wealth. So you have to invest in yourselves, and this is one thing that is a guaranteed turnaround. It may not be overnight like it has been for some of our buyers. Some of our buyers have started the process with us, and the prices have increased, and the rates have even increased a small amount, and they still are walking away with $30,000 to $50,000 in equitable value. So you have to understand that you know, if you're buying new construction right now, you're locking into the pricing, and you are kind of playing a waiting game with your interest rates, because typically a lender can't lock you in. Our lenders, thankfully, are able to lock us in for an extended rate lock.
Yeah, a little bit more of an extended.
And they do offer a one-time free float down. So let's say you lock in, you see those interest rates going up, and you're like, what can I do to ensure that my payment won't exceed X? There's no way to ensure that your payment won't exceed a certain dollar amount per se, but you can look at your amortization schedule and just see where your comfort level is. Ask your lender, what will happen if the rates jump to X? And just make sure that your lender knows, hey, when the numbers start to get here, I'm out of my comfort zone, or I'm out of my debt to income ratio level, and I need to either A, lock in, or rethink my game. Yeah. But honestly, you guys, these rate hikes are not what the economy seems to make them look like on the news, you know.
And that's why I love that we did this, because you're right. It does seem like David, like, oh my gosh, rates are going up. Well, okay, let's break it down and see, like, what does that mean if they do go up? And it, like, as you said, it's not awful.
No, principal and interest on a $250,000 house at $1,088 a month is just phenomenal. And even a $250,000 house at 4.25 at $1,230 a month, still absolutely affordable. So
you can't rent for that. I'm sorry, even rent right now I can't even find rentals for one. If you do, you're paying double what you would pay last year. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I have buyers right now waiting for their house to be completed. They're in a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house, no basement, with a covered carport, no garage, and they are paying $1,250 a month.
That's crazy.
We're putting people in, you know, 1,600 square foot houses for that dollar amount. Wow. And it blows my mind. It blows my mind. So if that doesn't tell you you need to invest,
Absolutely.
nothing does. Either A, to rent it out and make money, or B, to live in and save some money. So either way, you're winning in the real estate game. So you guys invest in your future. And if you have questions on rates, lock-ins, that sort of thing, it's best to reach out to your lender. But if you have questions, we are happy to answer them. Drop us an email or message us on here, and we will be happy to answer any questions that you might have, or put you in front of the person that can answer them better than us.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Glenn, again for the update on the interest rates today.
Yes.
Glenn, you are phenomenal. He is with Central Bank, and we just love we love our lenders. We have some great ones, and Glenn just happened to be one of them that helped us out today. So thank you, Glenn, and we hope you guys have a wonderful week.
Enjoy your weekend. Stay warm.
I'll be in the office, so come and see me.
Take care.
Bye.